All right, guys, so I stumbled across this news clip out of Dallas that I think is going to provide a valuable lesson that everybody should take to heart from watching this video. Now, this is the opposite of what the wokes tell you to do, because the wokes are not in touch with reality, okay? They're not in touch with the reality of the world. They are literally walking suckers, right? So the whole point of this video is basically to teach you how to not be a sucker. And the best way to not be a sucker in public is to profile, right? Is to use your common sense, okay? Use what God gave you or what we developed, okay, through evolution to understand when a situation is not a good situation to be in and when you might get robbed, right? When you might be in some trouble, because Dallas residents are seeing an increase in jugging robberies, okay? They're seeing an increase in jugging robberies. Jugging is when criminals wait outside of a bank for people to come outside with money, and then they end up robbing them, right? So getting robbed at an ATM or something like that, right? And I want to react to this clip here out of Dallas of them reporting on this increase in jugging robberies, because, again, I think that just using your common sense and, again, profiling is how you avoid putting yourself in situations like this. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. Dallas police want you to pay attention to your surroundings at banks and other financial institutions. Robberies known as jugging have been on the rise and increase for the past few months. Fox 4's Sean Rabb is in studio with the story. Sean.
You know what? Jugging's a term that dates back to the 30s, when criminals would wait outside of a bank for people to come out with money and then take that money from them.
We've seen it here in our local banks and institutions within the city, check cashing places, and also at commercial stores and businesses.
These surveillance images captured a jugging case in a bank parking lot. Blocked by the van is the driver on the ground, money and credit cards taken. The suspects in the cars parked behind him. Dallas Police Assistant Chief Michael Igo.
So typically what happens is somebody will go to a bank, they'll take out money. Oftentimes they're carrying that money out of a bank bag or in a cash envelope, and they're being approached by these criminals who are threatening them with violence, or actually in some cases violence is occurring.
Pay attention, police say, to vehicles in bank parking lots, especially if they're backed in and people are inside. Try to conceal bank bags and cash envelopes when leaving financial institutions, and watch to see if you are being followed as you leave parking lots.
Yeah, so again, this is all common sense, okay? This is all common sense. If you see this, okay, you turn around and you run away, okay? What they also forget to put in here, right, is that if you see vehicles in parking lots with people in it, young males more specifically, right? Young males, young scholars, okay? If you see young scholars in a car packed in one of these vehicles, just chilling, okay? Just chilling, not conducting any type of business, any real transactions, anything like that. It's late at night, dark, can't really see. Not really, many people around to witness anything, right? Maybe just maybe you should avoid this situation, okay? Maybe just maybe, I'm just saying. But the fact that you see this tells you that what we really need in this country is more self-defense. Seriously, I mean, the fact that criminals are doing this means that people aren't defending themselves enough, right? If people start defending themselves more, exercising their First Amendment rights when this type of stuff happens, then you probably see a lot less of it. Criminals become emboldened when they feel like there is no danger to their criminal behavior. There's no consequence, or there's a small chance of it. If the average criminal thought that, okay, there's a 30-40% chance I can get smoked if I rob somebody because, everybody's armed, right? Then you probably see a whole lot less of this. You wouldn't see it. They wouldn't try it, right? Because they know there's a good chance that my life is going to be in danger, that I might lose my life. So again, I mean, I think that is the point that we're at in a country where crime has gotten out of control, where criminals are literally taking over a lot of these cities. It's really a shame.
Department's been very proactive on this. Here again, we work with other local law enforcement agencies. We have officers in place that really conduct covert surveillance on these banks.
4 men between 19 and 26 busted for 2 of these jugging offenses.
Is anybody surprised? Right? Is anybody surprised? What do we have here? 4 young scholars, right? Anybody surprised? This is what I tell you. Profiling is necessary, okay? I'm just saying it's necessary. As a black person, I'm telling you that as a black person, statistically speaking, okay, the most likely demographic to take my life, I need to be up profiling every day. It's how I survive, right? If I see somebody approach me in a hoodie or a gang of people like this, you know, these types of characters, then I need to stay away from that situation. I need to get out of there, you know? Need to get out of there, right? But see, if you're woke, what the wokes will tell you is that no. You're not supposed to come to any conclusion when you see these type of characters walking around, right? Or all of them huddled up in a car smoking a blunt in the parking lot of the bank with nobody else around, right? You're not supposed to come to any negative conclusions, right, in regards to how dangerous these individuals might be or what they might be up to. You're supposed to just walk up to the bank unarmed, right, and get your money because you're not supposed to assume that these individuals might be dangerous. This is why being woke makes you a sucker, okay? I'm just saying. If you think about what the woke tell people to do, I mean, it's literally the opposite of survival, right? It really is. It really is. It is necessary to identify a potential threat before something happens to you. And don't get it twisted. This is not a racial thing because I profile everybody, right? Latinos, whites, whoever. Okay, I profile everybody. At the end of the day, if you are a sketchy looking character, then I've automatically identified you as somebody that I might want to be careful around, right? I might want to keep my distance. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter what your skin color is. But again, you got to use your common sense and, you know, believe FBI crime statistics. That will definitely help you out a lot in regards to identifying who is most likely to be a potential threat. I'm just saying. And again, the wokes will tell you don't do this, right? When it is essential for your survival to actually to do that, right? They want you to not adhere to reality. And that is a dangerous thing. That is an actual dangerous thing.
They're charged with organized crime, which will take their case federal. Police recovered bank bags, cash, guns, dope, and personal possessions taken from their victims.
Now, yeah, I wonder what AOC would say about this, right? What would AOC say about this? What would be the excuse for why these young scholars did this? These young geniuses, these future astrophysicists, okay? These are future lawyers, doctors, oceanographers, painters, artists, right? Future positive contributors to society. What would AOC say as their excuse for doing this? Were they hungry? Right? They were hungry. They needed to feed themselves. They were just trying to pay to go to college. What would be the excuse, man? Again, this is just criminal behavior from people who are probably career criminals. And this is all they know. This is all they know.
The biggest thing that the public can do is just be vigilant in their awareness when they're going to these financial institutions. That one thing alone is key for them to not become a victim of these offenses.
Yeah, profile, right? Stereotype. Okay, understand that, look, if I see these characters, some young scholars hanging out in the car, and I'm trying to get money out of a bank, hey, I need to be aware. Maybe I need to go somewhere else. Maybe I need to make sure I'm armed or whatever. Do what you got to do. right? Do what you got to do to avoid this type of stuff, because this is everywhere, man.
So this is the principal way it seems robberies are happening now. Last year, there were 223 of these incidents. Already this year, 143. Again, an increase this summer. The gang arrested are from here, but there have been juggers traveling to Dallas from as far away as Houston.
All right, Sean Rabb. We'll stay prepared, Sean, and aware. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, so I think this country needs a few things, right? We need a new crime bill, okay, that we really do. We need another crime bill. If you get caught for robbing somebody at an ATM, that should be at least 5, 6, 7, 8 years automatic, bruh. No questions asked, okay? You caught on camera. We know it was you. You did it at gunpoint. It was armed. You should be locked away for a very long time, right? Hard time, okay? We need people to start profiling, right? Profiling, protect yourself, use your common sense. And people need to start defending themselves more, right? Because crime is out of control. These criminals in this country have become so emboldened thanks to a lot of these Democrat policies and wokeness, which again is the antithesis of common sense. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.